Hello and welcome back to Celestia Astrology. I'm Sonia. I'm looking at the swift and true arrow, the new moon in Sagittarius on December the 1st, 2024. This Sagittarius new moon is the first in December's trilogy of moons. This new moon on the 1st of December will be at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. It begins a lunar cycle offering insights, the potential for fast movement and decisive action. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign ruled by Jupiter. It thrives on exploration, big picture thinking, and a quest for truth. The new moon offers a fresh start, a clean slate, in one area of our life, which will be in the house of your astrological birth chart, which is ruled by Sagittarius. It invites us to set intentions that inspire, maybe in exploration, learning, inspired action, embracing new opportunities, broadening our horizons, both physically or intellectually. Are you ready to leave your comfort zone? It is a lunation that encourages swift motion and forward action, but also reminds us to consider carefully what drives our enthusiasm, and to ensure it is authentic and aligned with our values. Current retrograde planets are likely to put the brakes on the instinct for impetus we may feel, which may give us plenty of time to reflect and revise. Sagittarius is a mutable or double-bodied fire sign, and that means it symbolises optimism, freedom, adaptability, inspiration, and the pursuit of truth or wisdom. We are encouraged to seek faith, to aim high, and pursue personal growth with optimism and courage. This can bring instinctive, quick responses and flexibility or adaptability. It thrives on exploration, whether through travel, education, philosophical inquiry, or simply losing yourself in a great book, and often inspires others through big picture thinking. Ruled by Jupiter, who is currently in its detriment in Gemini, Sagittarius encourages us to broaden our horizons and challenges our existing beliefs. Its fiery nature encourages us to embrace freedom and act on our passions, while its mutability allows us to remain flexible and open to change. This is a sign where the light of the season is still fading. We are about to enter the darkest month, Capricorn, and the winter solstice, and there is an air of the celebration after the work of growing crops and the harvest is complete, and before we face the hardest part of the cold and dark winter. Sagittarius new moon cycles. Every new moon signals the beginning of a new lunar cycle, offering a clean slate for new intentions and fresh starts. We are familiar with this feeling, as we experience one every month. The monthly cycle lasts about 28 days, from one new moon to the next. For the new moon in Sagittarius, on the 1st of December, the monthly cycle will culminate with the full moon in Gemini, on December the 15th, 2024. And will complete with the new moon in Capricorn on the 30th of December 2024, which gives us our trilogy of moons for December. The longer, emotional and transformational journey tied to this new moon can be worked with until you see a culmination at the full moon in Sagittarius next year on the 11th of June 2025. Over this 6-month period, the seeds of action initiated or the arrows shot during this new moon can reach their full potential. Within the moon family cycle, as outlined by Dietrich Pessin in Lunar Shadows 3, this new moon connects to a larger cycle of lunations, which may be meaningful if you have placements in your natal chart activated by this new moon. This cycle extends over 28 months, progressing through 4 key lunar phases at roughly 9-month intervals, offering a broader arc of development. We begin with a new moon on the 1st of December at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, followed by the first quarter moon on the 31st of August 2025 at 8 degrees of Sagittarius. There will be illumination when the full moon comes on the 31st of May 2026 at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. And a final turning point and completion, a last chance to tie up the loose ends, will come with the last quarter moon on the 28th of February 2027 at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. These interconnected lunations emphasize themes of exploration, learning, and visionary growth over 28 months. We can track these cycles to see and work with the evolution of our goals over time, showing how each phase builds upon the last. It is ideal for the bigger projects and longer-term goals in our lives if you wish to work with the moon. Working with the moon family cycle means setting intentions now with the knowledge that they will unfold in stages over the next 2 years. This longer timeline offers you the opportunity to approach your desires and goals with patience, allowing time for growth, reflection, and integration. This work is particularly effective if you have planets or angles in the mutable signs between 6 to 12 degrees, that is Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. Decan of Sagittarius 1, Magic Motion and the Poisoned Arrow. The new moon in the first decan of Sagittarius is ruled by Mercury, the Trappist ruler, and Jupiter, Chaldean ruler, adding layers of intellectual and spiritual significance. Mercury in Sagittarius encourages bold communication, while Jupiter expands our capacity for optimism and learning while offering wise counsel. Together, these rulers emphasize the power of knowledge and its ability to inspire action. This decan symbolizes the power of ideas and action when concepts take flight and events unfold at lightning and maybe surprising speed. Austin Coppock refers to it as the poisoned arrow, representing the duality of rapid motion. While there is power in swift, focused action, haste can lead to unintended consequences if the target is not carefully chosen or aligned with our values. The arrow symbolizing precision, direction, and the power of an idea launched into the world. Astrologer Kira Ryberg has called this decan mystic, referring to the power of the mage aspect of Jupiter to add fairy dust to our actions right now. Listen carefully and watch for any symbols that are meaningful for you. In the Wild Way Oracle card for this decan, Sagittarius 1 is depicted as a wolf in motion, embodying the energy and urgency of this decan. No time to waste, yells Sagittarius 1 wolf as they enthusiastically whoosh by at top speed. Arriving like bolts of lightning, visions, thoughts, and ideas come quickly now and must be implemented immediately or not at all. This is a time for action, but consider what is motivating your eagerness. Thoughts may be easily manipulated through propaganda and persuasion, so ensure your feelings are authentic before drawing your bow and releasing your arrow. This is an excerpt from the Wild Way Guidebook by Nicola Allen. Sagittarius 1 emphasizes expansive thinking and bold exploration, but warns against letting impulsivity or manipulation guide our decisions. Sagittarius 1 is a decan of momentum, where the fire of inspiration ignites swift and purposeful action. The Eight of Wands associated with Sagittarius 1 symbolizes swift action, clarity of purpose, and rapid movement towards a goal. The card reminds us that momentum is building and the time to act is now. However, it also cautions against impulsiveness, urging us to ensure our direction is aligned with our higher vision. Like arrows in flight, our efforts are propelled forward, but we must be certain of our target. T. Susan Chang on Sagittarius 1. In T. Susan Chang's evocative words in Dreaming the Decans, Sagittarius 1 is a realm of viral energy and bold manifestations. This is an excerpt. Viral fires you can't douse. Ignite them at the arrow house. See that glowing filament. Harness it before it's spent. If you want it, say the word. Those who listen should be heard. What's your gift? Be swift to name it. Fortune favours those who claim it. The key astrological aspects of the Sagittarius New Moon. This new moon has some challenging aspects, and some that amplify its themes of movement, revelation, and transformation. While its energy feels fast-paced, The retrograde motion of key planets adds layers of introspection and caution. Co-presence with Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius deepens the quest for truth, asking us to reconsider our perspectives and refine our communication. Mercury reminds us to pause before acting impulsively, even as the fiery Sagittarian energy urges us forward. The retrograde may require us to revisit ideas and refine our plans, particularly concerning long-term plans, beliefs, and communication. This could lead to revisiting educational or travel goals, editing creative works, or rethinking philosophical perspectives. The aim is to communicate with alignment of mind and action. Whole sign opposition to Jupiter, retrograde in Gemini. No mutual reception with Mercury. The opposition between the new moon and its ruler, Jupiter, brings a dynamic push-pull between expansive, adventurous desires and practical, detail-oriented thinking. It adds intellectual vigour and a broad perspective to the lunation's themes. The tension between these placements may challenge us to balance big-picture thinking with detailed analysis. Mutual reception supports the flow of intellectual ideas and the pursuit of meaningful connections. Try and find a balance for grand visions with practical details. Avoid overstretching yourself, but don't let analysis paralysis stifle progress. Seek learning opportunities and maintain curiosity about other perspectives. Whole sign sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto's recent ingress into Aquarius adds depth and intensity, bringing empowering, transformative energy to this new moon, supporting us in breaking free from outdated patterns, beliefs, and ideas. Pluto is encouraging breakthroughs in personal growth and power dynamics. Lean into self-discovery and be open to profound insights. Trust that what feels like a loss may actually be the beginning of transformation. Co-create by identifying what limiting patterns or fears you may have in the Aquarius area of your natal chart, and prepare to be open to release them. This is the first lunation to meet the new Pluto in Aquarius, so it is helpful that it makes a supportive aspect. It may well offer an introduction or first taste of our themes for the next 20 years as Pluto journeys on. T-square with Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces. Degree-based square to Saturn. This T-square creates tension between expansion, Jupiter, discipline, Saturn, and impulsive action, new moon. The square to Saturn adds a sense of responsibility, reminding us that lasting growth requires patience and structure. It introduces a sobering counterpoint to Saturn's expansive energy, demanding discipline and long-term vision. Saturn reminds us to temper our enthusiasm with pragmatic practicality and patience. Manage this by avoiding overcommitting or taking shortcuts. Prioritize long-term strategies over quick wins and stay grounded in your actions. Trine to Mars in Leo. The fiery, beneficial trine to Mars offers creative courage, passion, creativity, and assertiveness, supporting bold action and inspired leadership. Mars in Leo encourages us to take risks and express ourselves authentically. However, with Mars slowing to station retrograde on the 6th of December, this energy may feel slower or require revisiting old ambitions before fully moving forward. Consider channeling your energy into revisiting unfinished projects or reigniting past passions. Be patient with delays or frustrations and focus on sustained effort. Antisha between Mars and Uranus. Although separating, the Antisha connection between Mars in Leo and Uranus in Taurus subtly suggests hidden or mirrored actions where unexpected breakthroughs or shifts in direction may still arise. Stay flexible and adaptable. Pay attention to any hidden patterns or synchronicities and be ready to pivot if needed. Conjunction with royal fixed star Antares at 10 degrees of Sagittarius. Antares, the heart of the Scorpion, known for its intensity, courage, and transformative power, amplifies the new moon's bold, adventurous energy and deep insight. This alignment can bring success through courage and determination, but warns against excessive risk-taking or impulsiveness. Channel this energy into fearless but thoughtful action. Be mindful of power struggles or confrontational tendencies. Aim to lead with wisdom and integrity. Practical guidance with the Sagittarius New Moon. Set big picture goals. This is a time for bold intentions that inspire growth and exploration. Consider what areas of life you want to expand and be specific about what steps you'll take to get there. Reassess and refine. With Mercury retrograde, reflect on your goals and communication. Where can you gain clarity or let go of limiting beliefs? Balance enthusiasm with discernment. The opposition to Jupiter and square to Saturn challenges us to temper excitement with practicality. Be mindful of overcommitting or spreading yourself too thin. Act with courage. The trine to Mars in Leo supports creative risks and leadership. Trust your instincts and let your passion guide you. Seek wisdom. With Jupiter in Gemini, embrace opportunities for learning and expanding your perspective. Embrace courage with care. Antares lends bold energy, but warns against impulsive risks. Lead with wisdom and consider the long-term impact of your actions. They may all be too much. Maybe you just want to focus on one of these. The Sagittarius New Moon is a powerful moment to recalibrate your course. Aim high and harness the energy of reflection and motion. Trust the process, even if progress feels slower or requires revisiting old paths. Who will feel it the most? Those with placements in mutable signs, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces, will feel this lunation the most, especially around 9 degrees of any sign. Fire signs may also find the energy supportive for bold action, while air signs may benefit from intellectual clarity and new ideas. Those with prominent Mercury or Jupiter placements may also experience heightened mental activity, inspiration, and re-evaluation of long-term goals. This new moon invites us to harness Sagittarius's boundless energy and optimism, setting intentions that align with our inner truths and propel us towards meaningful growth. With courage, clarity, and focus, we can draw our bow, release the arrow, and trust the journey ahead. Stay patient with any delays or obstacles and stay aligned with your values. Travel well, friends. And if you've enjoyed this, I'd be so grateful for your likes, your comments and subscribes. I really appreciate those of you who are supporting the channel, and thank you so much.